local. I'll be using a Mac machine. The instruction will be similar for Linux machine as well. There will be a separate video for Windows, but the instructions will be pretty similar. So let's get started. So I'm currently installing a Django project on my /tem directory, since it's going to be a temporary project for me. For you, you should choose your whatever directory where your source code resides. So yeah, so just make sure that you're in the directory. Open your CLI, and you should be good to go. All right. So first of all, we need to make sure that at least at this point of video recording, I'm using Python 3.1. So let's make sure that we are using the right version. So Python 3.11/live version, just to make sure that I'm pointing to the right. So there you go. So it's all good. The first thing that I'll be doing is to create a virtual environment with my Python 3.11 version. So let's go ahead and do that. So in order to do that, I'm going to say Python 3.11/-m for the module. And hey module, go to venv and create a virtual environment in the directory called venv, right? So there you go. You hit enter. It's going to do the magic, and there you go. We have the venv ready here. Right. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and activate the VM. So source venv bin activate. All right. So let me clear this off. So my virtual environment is now activated. Right. So now if I say python-version, this Python is now should be assembling to the Python 3.11.3, which is installed on my machine. All right, so now all good. The next thing that we would like to do is install Django on this machine, right? So all we have to do is just follow the instruction on the right. So just type python-m pip install Django, right? And you can see that it's going ahead and it's installing the Django 4.2.5 for us, and it was successful, right? So how do we know the Django has been installed successfully? So it's the very same instruction, python-m Django --version, and it's going to say that hey, 4.2.5 has been installed successfully. Great. So now that the virtual environment is ready, and also Django has been installed in the virtual environment, right? We can now go ahead and run the Django admin command to actually install or start a new project or create a new project. All right. So in order to do that, all we have to do is call Django. If I do double tap, you can see that the Django-admin is auto-completing. So Django.admin is ready to be used, right? And the command is start project, right? And then you can provide whatever name you like. So for my case, I'll be creating a project name Raptor coders_courses. Okay, I'll just make this screen a little bigger so that we can see the entire line. Okay, so courses. So there you go. It's going to go ahead and create the directory for me. All right, and I'll go cd into that directory. There you go. Raptor coders courses is ready. If I do ll, and you can see the manager py is ready to be run. And it also created the same directory, a subdirectory called Raptor Coder Courses, and we all know that this directory will contain all the important Django files. For example, settings, urls.py, asgi.py, and wsgi.py. Right? These are all critically important files for Django. All right, so that's how we install Django in a virtual environment. But is it really working? So let's go ahead and test it and make sure that things are working. So I'll just say Python manage py run server is the command to actually run the Django in development environment. So let's go ahead and run that. There you go. It says that I have 18 unapplied migration. Yes, because in the settings.py there are few modules that require some migration to be run. But who stops us from testing Django out? No one. So let's go ahead and test it. I'll just go to localhost 8000 and let's go hit enter, and then you can see that the Django is welcoming us. Installation worked. Congratulations. So all good. Our Django installation was successful. Thanks for watching.